B1, give the isoelectronic atom of the following ions. I wonder if the reason that people were confused about this was the term isoelectronic. And so what isoelectronic means is that it has the exact same electronic configuration, right? So, if we're looking at aluminum 3 plus, if we just write out what the electronic configuration is in that case, right? We have, what is it? 1s2, 2s2, p6, right? Is what the electronic configuration is going to be, right? Because aluminum on its own is 1s2, 2s2, p6, 3s2, p1. And so if we're moving, 3 electrons, we're taking out the 3s2 and the p1 there. And so we only end up with this. And so all we have to do is look here then at the table, be like, okay, well, which one has that electronic configuration? Well, that would be neon, right? Is going to be the atom that has that. And so we have neon in this case. Right, in the case of Al plus, now, right, we're just simply removing the P1, and so that's just simply going to be magnesium in this case, right, because they have the same electronic configuration, 3s2, right? And so, the easiest thing to do in terms of approaching it is just writing out what the electronic configuration is of the ion in those cases, and then that way you can work from there to look at the table and be like, okay, well, which one should this be? In that case, right? Because your electronic configuration should be the ground state, right? And so if we're going to so keep moving, right? If we're looking at chloride, what we have is 1s2, 2s2, p6, 3s2, right? And so it's chloride, or so it's chlorine, right, with a minus charge, right, which is the chloride ion. So that will be then 3s2, p6 in this case, right? So 3p6 is going to be argon. Let me just make sure that these are all things that I actually have on the key and that I didn't mess that up. Yes. All right. Up to this point, we're good. Right. So next thing, if we look at it, right, we have Ag plus in this case. And so if we're looking at Ag plus, when we look at the periodic table, well, let's just do the thing, right? We have 1s2, 2s2, p6, 3s2, p6, 4s2, right? And so we're talking about silver. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, is what we should then anticipate for the d electrons, right? 3d8 in that case. Right, and so that puts us at palladium for that scenario, right? Tin2, right? So SN2 is this guy right here, right? So if we work our way through, and so I'm just going to do the, for this part, right? So we have krypton. And so it's going to be 5s2, 4d10, right? And so it's 2 plus, and so that means then that the two, 5p orbital electrons that we would have had right here, right? Those are the ones that we pulled out. So if we're at that, then that means that we're at cadmium, right? So we're at cadmium in this case. For that, yep, that's what I have here, right? So if we go then to PB4 plus, right, we do the same thing here. And so now we actually just simply move 2 over from cadmium, right? Because we can just, say that we're going to take 2 electrons out of the D, right, the 4D orbitals in that case. And so that puts us then at, oh, wait, did I mess up? Yes, I did. I put down PT instead of PD for lead. Wait, no. Oh, it's lead. Yeah. Okay. No, it is PT, right? So I was just thinking, right? So this right here is lead, right? And so if you move your way here and you remove 4 electrons, right? So you have, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So you end up at platinum in that case. S2 plus, right? So now we're taking off 2 in that case from silicon, right? So we should end up with the configuration that we have for silicon. I'm sorry, we're taking off 2 plus from sulfur, and we should end up with the electronic configuration of silicon in this case. O minus, right? You're adding 1 electron to it, so it should have the configuration of fluorine. Magnesium 7 plus, right? So our magnesium is right here. So if we take 7 off, right, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? So that should give us the argon configuration. And then zirconium is right here, right? We do zirconium 4 plus, we should end up with krypton. And that's how you approach it, right? So you can write it out, or you can just move your way through the periodic table as well, right? Making sure that you're paying attention to everything.